Hello, Math 130 students. We are going to pick up on page 9, section 7.3, equations in quadratic form. So here, what we can do is we can solve a quadratic by using a substitution method, as long as we do a back substitution for our original equation. We really don't have a whole lot of homework on this section. Actually, we don't have any homework on this section, but this video is part of the content that is required to cover in class. So here it goes. I'm just going to give you one example. So here, if we do a U-substitution, let's think of this 2x squared minus 5 as our U. So we are going to let U equal to 2x squared minus 5. So then if I have U squared, well, that would just be that 2x minus 5 squared. And in this particular case, we do see that. We see that this is here. So we have a U squared minus 16 U plus 39 is equal to 0. So now that we have this, there are a couple of things that we can do. So to solve, here are the different methods. We can factor. We can use the quadratic formula. We can do the completing the square. And if possible, sometimes we can do the square root property. But in this particular case, I'm going to always try to solve for these with factoring. Let's just see if this factors. So if I were to factor, I would have my AC method and my B value. So here I have A is equal to 1, B is equal to a negative 16, and C is equal to a positive 39. So A times C is a positive 39, and my B value is a negative 16. So if I want to look at numbers that multiply together to give me that positive 39, then let's think about this. Well, I know that 1 times 39 is 39. I also have 3 times 13. And 13 and 3 will give me 16. And only if they're both negative, right? Negative 13 times a negative 3 is a positive 39, and negative 13 plus negative 3 is a negative 16. So now I know exactly how this is going to factor. I have my U minus 13 and my U minus my 3. So U minus 13 is equal to 0, and U minus 3 is equal to 0. So U is equal to a positive 13, and U is equal to a positive 3. Don't forget, at this point, we're going to have to do a back substitution. We did not have U in my original equation. What I had in my original equation, it was an x. So let's think about this. That U represented that 2x squared minus 5. And that's equal to a 13. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So I end up getting 2x squared is equal to 13 plus 5, which is my 18. Divide by 2 on both sides, so that x squared is equal to 9. And then if I were to square root both sides, I get that x is equal to a positive 3 and x is equal to a negative 3. Now I'm going to attempt to do the same thing with that U is equal to 3. So remember that U represents 2x squared minus 5, and it's equal to a positive 3. So that I have 2x squared is equal to 5 plus 3 is 8, and I divide by 2 on both sides, so that x squared is equal to 4, and I can square root both sides, so that I have that x is equal to a positive 2, and x is equal to a negative 2, since the square root of 4 is 2. So what I would like to do is go ahead and check the solutions. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a few minutes to do that. So I've taken a few minutes and I've plugged it into my equations, and all 4 of those answers work. So I have that x is equal to 3, -3, 2, and -2. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that. Okay, and so really that is the end of section 7.3. Thank you.